One opening line, one famous novel, one frequently tested literary fact in UGC NET English. Let's quickly discover why Paul Clifford remains unforgettable in literary history. The reason lies in a single sentence that became far more famous than the novel itself. It was a dark and stormy night. This celebrated opening line comes from Paul Clifford, a novel written by Edward Bulwer-Lytton and published in 1830. Although the novel itself enjoyed considerable popularity during its time, its opening sentence eventually gained a reputation of its own and entered literary history as one of the most frequently cited examples of a clichéd and melodramatic beginning. Over the years, the phrase became so famous that it was often used humorously to imitate exaggerated literary writing. In fact, since 1982, an annual competition called the Bulwer-Lytton Fiction Contest is held, where writers compete to craft the worst possible opening sentence. That is the kind of immortality this line earned. But this novel is not remembered only for its opening line. There is a deeper literary significance to Paul Clifford that often goes unnoticed. It belongs to a significant literary genre called the Newgate Novel, a genre that takes its name from London's infamous Newgate prison, places criminals at the center of the story and boldly critiques the legal system of the time. Now, here are 5 points that are worth remembering. Firstly, the author of Paul Clifford is Edward Bulwer-Lytton. Secondly, the novel was published in the year 1830. Thirdly, the famous opening line is, "It was a dark and stormy night." Fourthly, this opening is considered a classic example of clichéd and melodramatic writing in literary history. And fifthly, Paul Clifford is one of the earliest examples of the Newgate novel, a genre that critiques the penal and legal system of Victorian England. These 5 points stand as the most essential takeaways from the literary legacy of Paul Clifford.